Guys, welcome to a special edition of Built Different. Today I'm going to show you what I make for lunch during the week. I use organic chicken breast. I've grounded it up already. I've kind of minced it. And what I did was I put this organic Dijon mustard in it as well. I just put in a full avocado, also salt and pepper, a little olive oil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make little wraps. I use baby Swiss organic cheese on some of my wraps, not all of them. And I've talked to you about these hero wraps that I like to use. So this is planning ahead as far as the week is concerned for my wife and I. And we get probably, I think, 30 to 40 grams of protein per serving out of these wraps that we make, because from a content perspective, it's got all the nutrients that we're looking for as far as the protein, our macros are concerned. It's got fiber that we get out of these wraps, and we're getting the fats from the avocado. And it's a nice little power light lunch for us to have. I usually end up grazing with it. And what I mean by that is I'll eat like a half a wrap every, I don't know, sometimes an hour, sometimes every 45 minutes to an hour lunchtime, depending upon how hungry I am and how busy my calendar is. But what's nice about these is that you know what you're putting in your body. It's organic chicken breast that we basically cooked up, chopped up, and then kind of minced with a fork. And then I added salt, pepper, little olive oil, avocado, this, organic Dijon mustard. I've got the wraps that I know that these hero wraps that are really good for you, and a little bit of baby Swiss cheese, organic Valley Swiss cheese that I use. And you don't have to put cheese on it if you don't like cheese. I'll put a little bit of cheese on it. I don't put them on all of them, but it gives me just a little bit of flavor that I have for the wraps. And what's nice about it is that I don't have to think about it. In other words, these wraps are made for the week. People say, well, Keith, isn't that boring? You're not eating something different. I go, it's not boring to me. It's actually predictable. And what I like about it is that I know what I'm putting in my body, and there's no second guessing of things. And what happens too is that it kind of gives you an opportunity on a weekend or during the week, later in the week or something. If you want to plan to have something else, you can have something else, but you've got the good food that you planned for in your body already, and there's no second guessing about it. And what's nice about that too is the predictability associated with your nutrients. And people say, oh, well, Keith, it's going to take so much time to make this, or how do you do that? I don't have the time. Well, you know what? You make the time. If it's something that is important to you, you make the time so that you can get it done. Whether you do it on a Sunday for the week, whether you do it during the week, however your schedule permits. But at the end of the day, if you're focusing on, changing your body, if you're focusing on your health and your lifestyle, then this is a priority for you, and you need to do it, because working your ass in the gym every day is great. And it's so much there for you for clarity, for health purposes. But if you're not taking the time to do things at home with your diet while you're going to the gym, you've got diminishing returns. You're not going to gain anything from that. In fact, you're probably going to hurt yourself even more, because not only are you going to not see any progress, but from a health perspective, you're not taking care of yourself. So I always tell people, you've got to consider what you're putting in your body. It's not just going to the gym. Going to the gym is part of it. Yes, obviously, just like overall medical optimization is part of it. For me, testosterone therapy is part of it. Hormone balance is part of it. But diet is probably 80 to 90% of the pieces to the puzzle, as well as training, as well as the lifestyle. So you need to take the time and make sure that what you're putting in your body is healthy. It's not rocket science, guys. It's really something that you have to be thoughtful about, just like you're approaching the gym, just like you're approaching your life in general. If you want to stay healthy and you want longevity, just plan ahead. Again, to recap, for purposes of my lunch for the week, this is organic chicken breast that I cooked up and then I chopped and minced up to make it kind of like a tuna salad. I added this organic Dijon mustard to it. I added an avocado. I added olive oil. I added salt and pepper to taste. And I put it on a wrap with a little bit of Swiss cheese. And I've got my meals set up for the week. Try it out. Let me know if you like it. You can do it with tuna fish as well. You don't have to use the cheese, but it's predictable food for you guys. You get your carbs, you get your fats, you get your fibers, and you get your protein. Try it. Remember, guys, we're built different. Remember that. We are built different. We're living for longevity, health, fitness, discipline. That's what it's all about. Till next time.